Well, let's just try again and see if it's going to work or not. I just called the internet service provider and told them to look into the problem again, because the stream is not running smoothly. My upload speed should be a stable 500, and it's fluctuating between 500 and 0. So of course that doesn't really work with getting a stable stream. But nothing to do about that now. We'll just have to wait and see what they come up with. Let's start with well, seeing if we can raise our reputation with all the present factions here, because this is Sothis. We're in Sothis at the moment, and we can you can do quite some nice missions here with quite a nice amount of credits. And that's not even a mission in which you're allied yet, because if you're allied with all these factions, these sums of money will be a lot higher. So we're going to do data missions. No, I'm not going to give you credits. Going to do data missions, and we'll see if we can get up to allied with all of the factions here as soon as possible. Well, let's see. We did have some data to sell as well. No, not anymore. Sold that already. Well, I'm just thinking, you know, I've been switching around back and forth on this account. I started working on the Federation, then I said, you know what, we're going to go for the Empire, and then now I was actually thinking about switching back to the Federation. Maybe I shouldn't focus on one of those two, but just have to focus on becoming elite in one of these ranks. And which one would it be? Exploration I don't really like, but then again trading is not really fun as well. Not to do in a long run. I mean, it's just going back and forth and transporting lots of cargo. So combat rank, I'm not really good at combat, but it might be the thing that gives me a nice challenge. Let's see, finances is 2.4 million credits at the moment, and the balance is, current assets is 40 million. So what kind of ship would we be able to buy at the moment to start working on a combat rank? I'll just get the Elite Dangerous app and see if I can come up with some ideas about ships. One's multi-purpose? No, not multi-purpose. Fighters. What kind of fighters do we have? ASP Scout is called a fighter. I don't really agree with that. Diamondback Explorer is called a fighter. Diamondback Scout, I don't really agree with those as well. It's more like a multi-purpose. Federal Corvette, of course. Federal Assault, of course. Fer-Lance, yes. Federal Gunship. Vipers, both Vipers, the Mark III and the Mark IV. And Vulture. Well, I do have a Vulture. Maybe I should just... Here, let's see. Shipyard. Because if we want to go for the best fighting ship, that would of course be the Federal Corvette. So we would have to raise our reputation and rank within the Federation quite high to get that. But would there be a way to raise reputation with the Federation while working on the combat rank? That would be great. And I'm also thinking about, well, maybe I should look at multi-purpose, because some of the multi-purpose ships are really good for fighting as well. You can set up an Anaconda as a really good fighter, for instance. Python, probably. We're at 40 million credits. Let's just look at Coriolis for a minute. And look at a Python. Python will cost 56 million credits. I know stations that sell it with a 15% discount, but still 15% discount of this would mean about 7.5 million credits discount, so it would still be close to 50 million. And that's a stock Python, and you don't want a stock Python, especially not with a repurchase value, or without a repurchase value. So I think, well, if I set the Python up with the top thrusters, the top frameshift drive, top power distributor, and a mediocre power plant, let's see. Probably good shields. And it is going to go over 100 million credits really soon. So, nope, not a very good plan at the moment. I should probably focus on something else first. Ship transfer. I do have a Vulture, an Imperial Eagle. Yeah, I have that one for scouting or for scanning. What if I just focus on getting the Vulture fully upgraded and working on my rank? Which ship would be the next step to go to? It probably will be the Federal ships, like the Federal Assault Ship and ships like those. Let's see, someone starts talking. Who is that? Oh, that's our World of Tanks clan. Let's see. I could just transport these two. That'll give me about 2 million credits, but nope, not yet. I'm more than willing to do those, but not yet. I just have 2 missions now. That's not going to work. You know what? We're going to use the trick. Going back to the main menu. Thub, good morning. Start in open. Just switching message boards now. By the way, Mr. Thub or Jazz or 42, of course. I'm playing from my Bwana-Mzungu account at the moment, which is my 2.5th account. I'm sharing one account with the kids. And just thinking about what to do next. Because I'm planning on getting this account to Elite at some point. And I think the only really big challenge for me is getting it into Elite in combat, which will be a very nice challenge. I go off and play Victoria for a week and everything has changed. Where'd you all go? You mean with World of Tanks? Probably, I guess. Yep. Well, there's been, let's put it this way, a conflict between the leadership of the Havoc X community and the leadership of the clan I was a part of. And as a result, there was some people trying to solve the problems, but it wasn't really accepted to resolve any issues. We, because I'm part of it as well, felt like the community wasn't run in the best way anymore. It wasn't run in the interest of all, especially on that specific occasion, and we chose to leave because we didn't feel like there was a way to. We very simply put, we had one issue. And that was the only issue we had. It was with one person, and there was a total refusal to talk about that single issue. So then we said, well, there's no talking about the rest of the minor issues as well. So a bunch of us decided to leave, and we didn't actually want to, but we felt like there wasn't another way. So yeah, that's a shame. We're actually in the process of starting our own clan. It is already started. Right now we have, I think, 11 members, and there's some waiting in the queue to get in as well. And Malcolm, you probably know him, Captain Dynamic. He's the commander of the clan now, and we're probably by the end of the week we're going to accept applications as well. And we just decided, you know what, if we can't work together anymore, let's just start something for ourselves then. And for some time there's been a lot of political stuff, let's just put it that way. Political stuff going on, and we didn't really want to no, it's not nice if you come into the game to play some games and all you do is actually talking about political stuff, and it actually took away my enjoyment of the game. That's why I was playing Elite Dangerous quite a lot, because it has changed in the, or it has happened in the past as well. And we said, you know what, not feeling like this anymore. It doesn't look like there's going to be a way out, so let's then just make sure we get out. So yes, it is a shame. I've been enjoying in Havoc X. I've become a better player in World of Tanks as well. And well, the thing is, we can't get back anymore. We were told, you know, you're always welcome back as guests, and of course you can play with our players. But then again, we were put on the permanent ban list on a TeamSpeak server right away because it was community policy. So that's it. But anyway, on to Elite Dangerous. Don't feel like talking about that a lot more, about the community. What do you think would be a good way to develop if you want to focus on, say, on getting your combat ranking up? What would be the best set of ships to go for? Because now I have a Vulture, which is quite well upgraded, not really fully upgraded. It's not, of course, it's not engineered as well yet. So I'm going to do that as well, of course. But I'd like to focus on combat rating. Yeah, I have an ASP. I'm actually flying an ASP at the moment. I got an ASP, an Imperial Eagle that I just use to do a lot of scans when I need scanning data for the engineers, and I've got a Vulture, and my net worth on this account is about 40 million. So I do have some credits, and I can purchase a decent ship, but nothing like the bigger ships. So no Python or something like that yet. Plus, I don't think the Python is really a combat ship. It can really work well in a combat situation. For Lance, that might be a good one to work to. Yeah, I'd probably first have to get into my Vulture. And make sure I get a lot. Make sure I raise my combat ranking a lot while earning loads of credits, and then at some point maybe go for the Lance. Let's see. Coriolis. While my ship is docking itself, I'm just going to look at the Lance. It's the basic amount is 51.5 million credits. I can get it with a 15% discount within the Leon Rui systems. So that would be around 45 million, I guess. I'm at 40 million at the moment. But then it would be stock. And stock for Lance is not good. With power plant, thrusters, power distributor, frameshift drive all fully upgraded, it's 77 million. Let's get a good shield. It's probably going to cost me around 100 million to set it up decently. And from there on it will be it'll be okay. What's the black panel on the top right of your screen? The black panel, let's see. I don't know. Let's here. Better like that. And then double the price with the hull upgrade. Yes, and that the 100 million was without the hull upgrade. It was still lightweight alloys. So let's deliver a lot of the missions. That was that. We're going to accept that one. Yes. Good. Now, these missions. I'm going to work on my ranking with all these minor factions. This would actually be a very nice mission to take on. Just 2 units of biowaste to Sheddy. And I got another one here. Would be 1.4 million credits to transport 4 units of cargo. But then again, I wouldn't have anything else to load in, so not going to do that. Let's get out and reload. Yes, another boom data delivery mission. As soon as you get 1 or 2 missions, the board itself, if you get out, it will refresh itself. Most of the time, and not always. Here, see, that one wasn't there yet. Just a minute ago, that one wasn't here yet as well. Just keep on going. Another boom data delivery mission. This is a pretty boring part of doing missions. Oh, here, there's another one. And I'm actually looking at doing missions, not doing missions, doing working on my combat ranking while raising my Federation reputation. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Why did I get that one? No clue why this is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that's all bounties. What kind of ships are available here? Fiber. Nah, that's not going to work. I could just start loading up these. And then when I'm completely full. It's only 400 light years. The multi-crew time we spent gave bonds which I'd have to travel to system to claim the cash. Oh, bummer. That wasn't nice. Was still better than nothing probably, but... Was it worth the effort, or wasn't it? Quiet cargo space, 18 tons. I didn't have. Oh, I got a lot of modular terminals and stuff like that with me. I should probably sell some of those. Here, let's go to the commodities market and sell these. If we need them, we can always get them with some other missions. Nope, 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 nope. Modular terminals. Yes, nano breakers. Telemetry suite. That's better. Now we have enough cargo. Would have claimed it, but thanks to gravity I crash landed my gondola while landing on the planet. Oh, bummer. Sometimes you have those things, right? It's all going wrong. Yesterday I was playing on my regular account, and I tried to get some whatchamacallit, the well, some stuff that only exist, you know, you have the biggest chance of getting those modules if you destroy transport ships. So things like the Type 6, 7, and 9, all kinds of ships like that. And I thought, you know what? Let's. I'm going back to Sothis, by the way. Let's just do that, and let's see if we can find a ship. Well, I found an Orca. That was good, and I could get that. It was in a wing with 2 Vipers, and I thought, well, that should be easy enough. Well, I was pretty wrong about that, because the moment I started interdicting the Orca, the Vipers jumped in as well. They all targeted my my power plant, and within a very short time I was completely destroyed, which wasn't nice, of course. It was looking like a great landing too, but the ship wouldn't stop doing a belly flop into the planet. yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm just going to do a few runs back and forth with data until my cargo is completely filled, and that won't take long. Then I'll deliver the cargo, and I might go back to Sothis for another few runs, but then again I might not. I'll have to think about that. Going to Sothis mining first. That's why I moved on to rediscovering the joy of Factorio. Ah, I don't know Factorio, by the way. Let's see, inventory. I still have 4 tons of cargo, or 4 tons of cargo space I can fill up, so that's not a lot. Well, let's see, there's a lot of chatter going on in our Facebook group. Well, what's Factorio? What kind of game is that? Corpse a lot. Thank you for the host. Oh, I probably should focus on playing this game instead of looking at my phone and talking. But at least I didn't overshoot. This is called the dolphin duck, or at least I call that. You know, you're ducking like a dolphin into the waves. And it sort of works to make sure you don't overshoot the station. Let's see, it's a top-down gathering resources to make things so that they gather resources, etc., type game. Will steal time from you. Yeah, I can imagine. A lot of these games do, you know. I actually know that there's a lot of nice mobile games that I can install on my phone, but I'm having a hard enough time as it is to find some time for other stuff to do. And I know that once I install a very nice mobile game, my problem will only get bigger. I won't be able to spend any time on anything useful. And a lot of those mobile games that appeal to me are things like that, you know, the the tycoon type of games, or the well, we used to call it Age of Empires, but of course it's not called Age of Empires anymore. But those types of games. So sort of top down, gathering resources. Most of the time 4 or 5 different types of resources. Make sure you get enough of all of them to build another building, and then you can get a new kind of weapon. Things like that. Those are the games I like a lot, but I know they take up a lot of time, and if I want to have time to stream and occasionally get something posted on YouTube as well. Next to that, also spend time with my wife and kids. Make sure I do our yard, which needs a lot of work. I'm going to do this afternoon. And doing a lot of other stuff. Well, I shouldn't install games on my phone. At least that's probably the wisest plan. Okay, I did put the sound down. So, let's see. If I deliver this one, I'll get 1 million credits. If I deliver this one, I'll get 800,000. This one is another million, so it's 2.8, 3.4, 4.2. And next to that, all these delivery missions, data delivery missions. Keep phones Factorious, that kind of thing, and it does take up a decent amount of time to play. Yeah. Keep phones for what they are intended, making calls. They are all mini PCs in your pocket. This one actually has an octa-core processor. I mean, my PC runs on an octa-core. This one has one as well. It's insane. Sir Corpsalot, welcome to the stream. Alpha11, welcome to the stream. Dark Soul Omega and Parker C1992. And all the others that don't show up in my Twitch bot. Or stream bot, actually. It's not Twitch bot. All welcome. Okay, here we go. Delivering all the missions. Just think, you have more processing power in your phone than they had for the moon landings. Yeah, it's insane. I actually have more, you know, moon landings, I wasn't alive then, back then. You know, it was way before I was born. So I don't really have any memory of that. But I do know that my first PC was an 8086 or a 086 as we called that. Hera here, welcome to the stream as well, by the way. So I had that sitting on my desk. It was like that in that size. It had it was a colored screen. It was a color screen, one color to be precise. It was green. And then my screen broke and I got a yellow one, I think it was. So that was fun. And it had a 4 megahertz processor. 4 megahertz. This one is actually running at 4.2 gigahertz because I overclocked it. I had 640 kilobytes of memory. This one has 32 gigabytes. I had 40 megabytes of hard disk space. On that I had installed WordPerfect 5.1, a lot of documents. I had SimCity Classic running on it, and I actually had a secret second install because I didn't want my brothers and I didn't want my brothers to play with that one, so I kept one install for myself, so they couldn't destroy my my cities. and they could play with the other install. So loads of cities, of course, and well, I had a very hard time making sure I actually filled more than 10 megabytes. So then my hard disk broke down, and I got another one, a sort of new one for me. That was 20 megabytes. And at first I thought, okay, well that's not really big, you know. I'm actually, I just have half the space of what I had. But I thought, there's no way I'm ever going to fill that. It's 20 megabytes, but I'm never ever going to be able to fill that. So that was about this big, a hard disk. It was around the same size as it is now. And now within a micro SD card, you could put a lot of gigabytes. It's unbelievable. Commander Demisto, welcome. I had a 512K memory upgrade in my Amiga, and it was considered a powerful gaming machine. Yeah. Wow, 512K upgrade. Wow. It's unbelievable. I heard a very interesting speech some time ago by someone. There was this scientist in the US, I think it was, who found out that every 2 years or every 4 years, the speed actually doubles of the computers, and it has been going like that for, well, ever since the PC started. But now there was another scientist who took this principle and who applied it to all the stuff that went before, and not just on computers. He actually says progress itself, technological progress, of course, because there's different ways to look at progress. But technological progress itself doubles its speed of progression every so many years. That was really interesting. He bought a 3 GB hard drive for my self-built Pentium and was reliably informed that I'd never fill that. Yeah, I don't think Windows. Well, it depends on what type of Windows you're going to install on that. But I think you're right. You probably wouldn't be able to install Windows, not the regular one. Cerberus 4TK, welcome. Here we go, new home station. Delivering the last data missions here. And then we probably have to go to CEOS once more. Just to deliver the last data missions. And then I'm going to jump the 400 light years back.
You are required to submit a docking request before landing.
Slow down for autodock. Well, here we go.
Okay, Commander, you are go to approach pad 20.
Serious corporation reputation change. That's a good thing, because we're going to need that later on. Once I want to go to whatchamacallit? No, whatchamacall him, probably. Let's see. Marco Quent, that was the engineer. Do you find it slightly more difficult playing in Fed space as you can't trade in Imperial slaves? Probably, yes.
Stay on current course, Commander. Docking bay is present.
See if we get allied with the Sirius Corporation, we can get an invitation to Marco Quent, who does power plants and power distributors. It is it was really hard on my main account. Sorry. To get access to him, but then again, it wasn't really really special when I got to him, because he only gets up to grade 4 on power plants and grade 3 on power distributors, or the other way around. And it's not really nice. More difficult in Federation space. Well, I'm not really sure. Most of the time, my trading in my I'm trading Elite now in my main account, and I have done all my trading, or most of my trading, in the Imperial space. I have to admit, trading Imperial slaves, yes, but it's not like it's very hard to earn credits in Federation space as well. Let's see. Now, going back. Insufficient cargo capacity, because I'm going to get some articulation motors. I did still have 4 tons, right? Nope. That's probably because I just got some modules as a reward, so... No, that was the wrong one here. No, that was the wrong one. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Commodities market. Yes, that's the good one. Articulation motors. Sell those. Then we have 4 tons of cargo space extra. There we go. La 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 la. I was a little disappointed in the engineer's upgrades, as unless I'm doing it wrong, it's very RNG as to what you get. It is very RNG, but well, you can get very nice upgrades, really good ones. Just have to make sure that you don't go in there if you just have enough to do one recipe once. Why am I going here? What I always do is I try to I'm going to apply the first recipe that's done. I'm going to apply that straight away, and then with the next roll I'm just going to look at whether or not it's an improvement. If not, I'll dismiss it. If it is, I'll mount it. And I'll go on and on and on until I have either spent all the stuff in my cargo hold and I can't do the recipe anymore, or I'm completely satisfied with what I see. And that way you can really get nice upgrades. I didn't know any better, didn't really have enough mats for several attempts at the same upgrades. Yeah, the first few times I did that, I didn't have enough as well, but now I make sure that I have at least 5 or 6. So, and a lot of people, if you look at on YouTube at videos of different people who give advice on that, like ChaosWulff and some of the others, they state that you should take at least or you should count on at least 10 rolls to get a very good one. But even if you just get 1 roll, 1 or 2, it will be an upgrade, and your ship will get better of it. And especially the special effects that are on some of the upgrades like beam lasers. I have a Python sitting around in my other account that has the shield modulation upgrade or special effect. So now I fly around, fire at enemies, take down their shields with my beam lasers, and then shoot them with my multi-cannons, which are upgraded as well. They're overcharged. So they basically do a lot more damage. But when I do that, in a combat zone, or a high... what was it called? Well, I just go into a combat zone with a group of people, a group of players, in a wing. They'll shout out to me that their shields are almost down. I'll fly up to them, get them, or target them, target their shields, and then start firing my lasers at their shields. And I'll actually reinforce their shields, making sure that they can stay alive a lot longer. And that is a really nice upgrade. So you can, for instance, set up your multi-cannons to have a longer firing range. And the speed of the bullets will actually go up as well, so you don't have to... so if the bullets travel to your target a lot faster, of course they get further, but it also means that you have to give them less lead. Not that you're actually giving them lead if you're only targeting and firing automatically with gimbaled weapons, but still the chances that you actually hit something is, or the chance is higher, because the bullets will just arrive at the target a lot sooner. So, most of the time, I just feel like with about 5 or 6, yeah, you've made a healer class ship with those lasers, exactly. And the funny thing is, I can still do a lot of damage to the other ones. So I'm not just sitting in the back trying to heal my allies. I'm just up at the front as well. I only fly to my allies when they call out, especially, you know, if you're on TeamSpeak with them, and just making sure that they know they actually have to yell a few seconds before their shields actually go down. It was really funny. And in an hour we had, or slightly over an hour, I think we played for about 70 minutes in that combat zone. And in those 70 minutes we had 108 kills. So that wasn't bad. Just the 3 of us, 108 kills. And since we all had those massacre missions, I remember it was 108 because for one of those missions I actually had to do 108 kills. We earned millions of credits. So that was really fun. No, not the commodities market. Mission board. Yes, that's the one. Well, as you can see, it is going to take a very long time if you want to get allied with all of the factions. But I think we're going to fly out into the void now. No, not really the void. Well, I do have some articulation motors. I'm not sure what to use those for anymore. I know that it's got to do with the engineers and you need them in some recipes, but it's not ringing any bells like, yeah, I know what kind of recipe you need them for. But we'll see. No, I wasn't planning on doing that. I was planning on going to exit. Let's go into the galaxy map and see where we can, where we have to go for our delivery. Think of going here first. Balmus. Come on. Where are you? Never mind. I'll just select it this way. Because it doesn't want to have me selected any other way. Go there. Yes. Let's see if we can select the station right away. That's not bad. Lockhart port. Let's see, how many jumps is that? 12 jumps. Not bad, but that was because my frameshift drive is actually upgraded pretty well. See? Grade 5 upgrade for the frameshift drive. So even with my cargo hold full, it's 72 tons full, I still have a 35 light year jump range. Yay! That's nice. And if I focus a lot of the other stuff on being lightweight, I can get it up more. Not really planning on doing that, or at least not anytime soon. My plan is now just to deliver these missions, which will earn me a few million credits, and then flying to the Vulture I have sitting around, and just seeing what we can do with that. I might have to engineer the Vulture as well. Maybe engineer the jump range and engineer thrusters, power plant, especially power plant, because the Vulture has a problem with the power plant in that it doesn't really have enough power to power all the stuff I would actually want to have on it. Class T. I think I've got my route set up the wrong way. Let's see. Show by color. Star class. Yes. Apply filter to route. Here. Let's do that. Route is gone. Ha! Here we go. At least that will be a class M, so we can refuel. That's better. Got to go. Got things and stuff to do. We'll keep an eye out for your streams. Thank you very much. Have a very good day. I've got things to do as well, but that will be after I finish streaming and have some lunch probably. Have a good day, mister. Scooping, scooping, scooping. I don't have a 5A on this one. That's for sure. Might not have had the credits for that. Here we go. 9 or 10. 10 more jumps to go. Yeah. Temperature's down. Good. So, for all the people watching, what do you think would be the best plan? What would be the best and nicest routes to get to Elite? In probably in combat. Would it be to focus on the Federation now and get a Corvette while working on the combat rank, and how to go about doing that? If you guys have any plan or any advice in that area, just let me know. I feel like maybe I should set up my Vulture as a well, I might have to engineer the Vulture and then set it up to do missions, as in, you know, taking out pirate lords and stuff like that. I'm at 86% with the first rank recruit. As soon as I get to the third rank, if I'm correct, here, federal dropship, because I'm thinking to get a federal dropship at some point as well. And I think for federal dropship I needed to be the third rank. Yeah, I'm a recruit now. After that comes cadet, and after that comes midshipman. And after that you get to be petty officer, and you can get access to Soul. And I might be able to do a lot of the combat missions, which will raise my combat ranking and gain me credits and reputation. I'm not sure whether bounty hunting in a Federation aligned system will grant me rep. But first, let's make sure we deliver these these loads of poo, basically, and gain some credits with that. And then I probably have to go to my Vulture and either fly out to a Federation system and just start doing what I like to do, or go to the engineers first. Not sure about what to do, or what's the best plan to start with. Six jumps to go. By the way, I see that one of the missions says help quell civil unrest by transporting this much units of bio-waste. I'm like, how? How can I quell civil unrest by transporting poo? Well, maybe their sewers were completely filled up. I can imagine that they probably need some of the poo transported off, but it's not too hard to do that locally, right? You don't have to transport that for 400 light years. Bevian I think you pronounce it that way. Idle Bob and Young Friends, welcome to the stream. Well, if I stick with the Federation, at some point get a Federal dropship, I might be able to use that as a multi-purpose ship, which it is, to do some missions to raise my rank to Chief Petty Officer, which will grant me access to the Federal assault ship and a lot of the otherwise closed systems. That might actually be a very good plan. Just 4 jumps to go. Then maybe use the Federal assault ship in some missions or a lot of fighting to get up to Ensign, which will grant me access to the Federal gunship. Then probably hire a pilot. Put a hangar in the gunship and just continue onwards until we reach Rear Admiral and the Corvette. But knowing me, I'm probably going to change my plan a few times down the road. 3 more jumps. Well, I do have a lot of data to sell once I reach some point. I think I'm going to keep this data until I reach a Federal port to sell it, because that will help increase the rank as well. Increase rank and reputation. You know, for me, I think the biggest challenge to get up to Elite is combat ranking. Because a training rank, getting that up to Elite is not a challenge, it's just a matter of keeping on finding a good trade route, and I know one, and doing that for hours, days, weeks on end. And if you just persevere, you will be Elite at some point. The same, more or less, with exploration. If you want to reach Elite rank in exploration, it's just a matter of flying out into one direction until you reach the outer ridges or outer edges of the galaxy. Then turn right and keep on going until you're back at the same point where you turned right. Then you turn right again and fly back home. And you'll probably have reached Elite by then. So that's not really a challenge as well. Well, the challenge is to keep the stream entertaining while doing that, because that really might be a big challenge. And the challenge for me is to keep on doing that, because I really don't like doing that for a very long time. So I think getting the combat rank up to Elite is going to be the biggest challenge for me. First of all, because I'm not really good at combat yet. But I also think it's probably the most useful rank to get up to Elite. With you know, the aliens in the game. If I get better in combat, I might actually stand a chance at some point. because it's not a question of if at some point there's going to be a war with the aliens, but more or less when and how. So probably focusing on one of the capital ships while I'm actually good in combat is, I think, a very good way to approach this. But if you guys watching feel anything different, then please let me know. Of course, you know, I could just focus on getting a trade rank up and just gaining millions and millions and millions of credits by going back and forth in trade runs, and that will at some point grant me an Anaconda, and an Anaconda you can set up as a really good fighting ship, but I wouldn't be a good fighter myself around that time, if you get what I mean. It's probably better if I focus on raising my combat ranking, because I would have become a better fighter pilot as well. Well, this is a Federation station, so I can sell the data here. Well, there's a lot of bases around here. This might be a very good station to call home, if I want to focus on the Federation for the time being. But I think I know a better one. Let's see if that one is far off or if it's really close, because I think I have, yeah, ton, here it is. That's not too far off. I'll just fly here, because this is a station at which I'm really familiar. Then again, there might not be a lot of combat missions around there, because there's nothing like rest zones or something like that around there. Landing operation complete. Dispatching ground. So I should look for a federal aligned system. With rest zones and a lot of stuff to do. So this is a, yes, Balmus free, federal. So universal cartographics. Let's make sure I sell this. Here we go, 4.3 million. And we'll have probably raised. Yeah, raise to cordial, good. That will have worked for the rank as well. You see, rank 87% recruit, good. Well, getting back out. Let's see. It's probably just 2 jumps. Yep. Uh-oh. That wasn't really good. That wasn't really successful. But hey, the ship is still alive. That's good. Here we go. No new astronomical objects discovered. Well, that's a shame. I'm not really going for exploration rank, but it's never never a problem to actually raise that on the side, you know. What kind of update is that? Oh, we only have 2 hours and 41 minutes to deliver our stuff. Well, that's no problem. Should be able to get that. Let's see. Are these... Well, they could be... They're probably really close to each other, see? And there is quite a lot of stuff around here. This is... It looks like it's a very big system. Let's see. Oh, well, it is. No planets with rings though, and most of the time the planets with the rings are the ones that actually have the res zones. I can't remember ever seeing a belt cluster like that one with a res zone in it. How far is that one, that other one away? Well, they're practically next door. That's good. What I don't understand is that this outpost is called Soloviev Ring. It's not really a ring station, you know. But maybe they mean it's flying in a ring around a planet. Maybe it's that. I'm not sure. I just feel like, you know, a system or a station like the orbit station with rings around it, that could be called a ring, but this one, nah. I don't really feel like that. So I'm just while my ship's landing, I'm looking at some other ships. How should I set up certain ships? That would be fun. I'm looking at setting up a further lance at some point, because, you know, if I'm going to focus on combat ranking, might as well just do it correctly and get very nice big combat ships like the further lance. Come on, load. Yes, there we are. Delivering. Delivering. Well. This is not really controlled by Federation, right? No, it's not. Community goal. What kind of community goals do we have? Alliance Outpost Campaign. What is that? Minimum cash reward of 300,000 credits, and that's because it's now at tier 3. What do they need? Microwave cooling hoses, building fabricators, and energy grid assemblies. Well, no, I don't really feel like doing that. Next stop is the Sharma hub. Sharma. The name does ring a bell. The stick keeps on moving. Just sending my wife a message. Slow down. Yay! I want to slow down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. It's not really a very nice landing, but hey. It'll work. Request docking. Yes. But for lands, if I want to set it up the way I feel like it should be set up, which is with a huge plasma accelerator, that is just fun. You know, you don't hit a lot, but then again, when you do hit, you take out the shields of most chips right away, and that's just really fun. I feel like that's something I need. Probably then either 4 multi-cannons or 4 lasers, or a combination of those. But then again, if I upgrade my vulture, let's see, will I be able to do that? If I'm correct, I can let's see, like that. If I use this and now use that one, yeah, look at that. Federal gunship. No, I'm going to look at Vulture. Set this up for combat. I'm not really putting anything in here which will cost me power, so but I do want a shield booster, probably heatsink launcher. Maybe I would like a shield cell bank. No, what? Wait a second. Of course, I need shields first. Shield cell bank. I wanted to put in that one. Yes. And as you can see, my power plant isn't powerful enough for that. But what happens if we select a blueprint and go for overcharged grade 5 best? How much power do we have? We've got enough power to probably put up some really big guns up there. And what if we set it up with a fragment cannon and a, where is it, plasma accelerator? We still have enough left, so kill warrant scanner, still enough. Well, what would we put in here? Probably, if I want to use it for missions as well, let's put a 4A frameshift drive interdictor in it, just because I think it's fun. Though a size 2 would be enough as well here, and that will be a lot cheaper. Then we can put a 4A fuel scoop in. No, we're going to keep close to home. Let's put a hull reinforcement package in, and then in the last one, going to put module reinforcement packages in. And we don't even need a scanner, of course. Here, 95% of power. So, let's see, shield generator. Enhanced low power, power draw, optimal strength goes up. Mass goes down, integrity goes down. No, we don't want that. This will cost more power. No, it doesn't actually. So we can get the shields up to 607 megajoules. Can we put another shield booster in? Let's see. It says no. Computer says no. But if we put the cargo hatch in group 2 and put, let's see, frameshift drive in group 2 as well. Frameshift drive interdictor will never work together with the weapons. They won't be working together. So we'll be at 90 something. Yeah. Modification. Select blueprint. Resistance augmented. Yes. Best. 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 Come on, best. Worst, best. Well, it says... It didn't really show that it was working, but hey. We'll make it work. Here. 708 megajoules and quite good resistances. We might actually be able to set it up really nicely. Expanded capture arc. That would be nice as well. As you can see, that actually costs us a little more power. Well, that's no problem. Shield cell bank. What can you do? Rapid charge or specialized? What is specialized? Boot time goes down and thermal load goes down. That's a good one. Best. Yes. All reinforcement packages. Lightweight, blast resistance, heavy duty. Probably heavy duty, right? Mass goes up, but we'll put it on. We'll put the thrusters on dirty drive tuning, grade 5, best, yes. Click to select the blueprint. Increased range, best, yes. I'm actually pretty impressed. I didn't actually look at this first. Charge enhanced. It's yeah, the recharge rate goes up. I want that. Yes, best. I'm pretty impressed because this is a really nice setup this way. 708 megajoules. It can jump 21 light years around that. It's pretty quick. Military grade composite. Let's see. Lightweight. It does take the resistance down a little bit. Oh, sorry, the hull boost down a little bit. Heavy duty. That takes... And the mass goes up a lot, so the jump range will go down, but we don't really need jump range. We need this to be a good, strong fighter. But of course the agility will go down as well. Well, I think we've set it up quite nicely. So exit that. Here. Okay. Go back here. In the meantime, we've landed, of course. Commander Vant A Black or Vanta Black, welcome to the stream. Gayet, welcome. J Barnett 001 and Odo Tom, all welcome to the stream. Delivering bio-waste, of course. What else would you deliver? I mean, if they really want to have it, they can. Let's see, we've got one more mission to deliver. Yeah, one more. It's a big problem. Okay, that was bad. Luckily, we have to go there and not to one of those. I didn't actually check that. I should have, probably. Here we go.
Disengage from landing pad. Exit the station quickly and safely.
Restrict speed? Nah, not necessary. I don't think I'll scan anything here, but you never know. But now the next question is: should I fly to and search? Sorry, overshooting again. Come on. Should I fly to and search a federal system and then transport my Vulture over? So have it transported there and wait for that time, or should I go up to the Vulture and in the Vulture look for a system? Knowing that the Vulture has less of jump range, it doesn't have a fuel scoop at the moment. I think it would probably be best if I just found a system and have the Vulture transported over there, and while waiting for the Vulture to get there, well, do something else. Like, for instance, work on the last bit of ranking with for the second rank of the Federation and do the Ascension mission. I have a plan. I think I'm entering from the back. Yes, I am. No problem.
Lakon, Bravo, Whiskey Alpha. Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector.
Here, let's go back to the browser. And go to eddb.io. Yes, we need that. Looking for systems. Yes. Can I look for a system? Come on, system. Yes. Allegiance, Federation. Government, I don't really care. Economy, I don't really care as well. Controlling would be the best, probably. Power effects. And, well, if we get an economy that's mining, by the way. So, refinery. Probably. Refinery, yes. That would probably have rings with yeah, that would work. Having orbital stations, yes. Needs a permit, no. Security, I don't really care about that. State, not as well. And then let's see, which station are we in now? Which is that? Idza. Yeah, that was the one. Idza. So here, reference Idza. Yes. Cochrane terminal. Zephram Cochrane. Wow. Wolf 225. Okay. Wolf 225 or Bond. These are all pretty far from the entrance, so let's go to the next one. No! that doesn't work. I have to start all over again. Well, government, I don't care about that. Let's see, it was... Oh, we could make it extraction as well, of course. It's... Which would be the best? This is a one. This one is closer. Yeah. Reserve is depleted. I don't care about that. It's just Shuqing. Well, can't pronounce that, of course. Fraltic, welcome to the stream. No, not commodities market. Get out. Mission board. Is Sui Xing close by? It is. This is about 12 light years, so it should be in here. There it is. But let's look at the galaxy map as well and see. Well, this could work. This could work. So we're going here. See if we can find some rest zones here. If so, I'll just go ahead and transport my my vulture over. Yes, I know I'm speeding. As long as I don't bump into the... Yes, don't bump into the... Sure. Sometimes... Well... I know which system I want to call my home. That is all of our official home system. Namely, the Sol system. But you have to become rank 4 for that with the Federation, and I don't know. I don't have that rank yet. How's it going tonight, sir? Well, it's in the morning here actually. It's 11:07 here. It's the Netherlands, but it's going well. I decided to change or to switch my plans around again. I'm actually going for combat ranking. And with combat ranking, I think the Federal ships do a lot better. As in the Federal Assault Ship and the Federal Gunship. And, of course, the final one on there is the Federal Corvette. So I'm actually focusing on that instead of the Imperial ships. But hey, that's just a detail. Still going to go for Elite. Elite rank in anything. 46 million in current assets. So I'm going to fly to Morgan Terminal and get my vulture here. I guess that's true. It's 2 AM my time. I haven't gone to bed yet, lol. I like the FES. So 2 AM, that's about 9 hours difference. That would be Australia, I think. No, not Australia. That's the wrong way around. That 9-hour time difference. California. Or at least West Coast. Am I correct? I like the FAS and can't wait to get my vet either, but I'm still a ways off. Yeah, me too. I'm still a recruit, so you're way ahead of me as well. Close, Arizona, so right next to California. Yeah. Well, I waved to Arizona quite some years ago. I was flying from from Amsterdam to California for a 5-day visit, which was which was very nice, though it was the worst weather in 40 years in California. My wife has been working for that company for some time, or at that time she was. We both don't work at the company anymore. And she had spent 5 days in California the year before. So when she, and by the way, she's American, Australian American as well, so she knows a lot more about America than me, of course. So when we were planning our trip there, the company trip, she said, you know what, you can just take your t-shirts, maybe just get one pair of jeans, and the rest you can just take shorts, no problem at all. Even if it's January, it will still be nice weather, around 20-25 degrees Celsius. It will be great. And I said, well, that really sounds good. So I got a lot of warm clothes with me. Turned out it was the worst weather in 40 years. When we wanted to leave California, we actually had 1 day of sun and the rest was just rain. Rain continuously. And this was, by the way, more than 12 years ago now. When we wanted to leave, my brother was going to leave the Netherlands a day after we would arrive in back at Amsterdam. And when we wanted to leave, or the day after we would arrive back in the Netherlands, my brother would leave for South Africa. For he had a job there, so he was going there, and we wouldn't see him for probably the next year. So I really wanted to be on time to get back. So early in the morning, we got to the bus stop. They have this shuttle service, which was called an Airbus. Which is pretty funny because Airbus now is a company that makes planes as well, of course. But this bus would take us from Santa Barbara, where we were staying at that time, to LAX. When we were at the bus stop, the bus that left about 2 hours earlier to go to the airport just got back. And we were like, this is not right. It shouldn't come back. It should actually continue onwards. We shouldn't see that bus coming back here. So our company CEO stepped up to the oh bummer. Our CEO stepped up to the driver and said, well, what happened? What's wrong? And he said, well, I couldn't get through because of the mudslides. The roads are all closed because of the mudslides. So we were like, mudslides? That's not really going to work. Oh bummer, here. We can do the 1500 light seconds again. Well, let's do it right away then. So there we were, talking to each other, what can we do? And then the CEO said, well, you know what, I'll just reschedule your flight and you'll be leaving from San Francisco then. We'll just have to pay the extra amount. No problem, we'll cover that. And at that same bus stop, there were also buses going to San Francisco, which, you know, it was a further drive, but we would make it in time to get a flight from San Francisco to Amsterdam. But we didn't, because while we were waiting, the flight wasn't even booked yet. It wasn't booked around, so no problem there. But the roads to the north were closed down because of mudslides. So then it was like, well, the other thing we can do is probably transport you to Las Vegas, but you know, the mudslides, mud is actually coming from the mountains. For Vegas, you have to go over the mountains, so that's probably not going to work as well. And no, the passes were closed because of the large amounts of snow that actually closed down all the roads leading from there over the mountains to go to Vegas. So it's like, yeah. So what's our option now? So he got us back into the car, drove us to the local airstrip, airport, and booked us into flights the last few flights, which probably cost them a fortune, to go back to LAX, and we would still get our regular flight there. But it was pretty strange because this was a really bumpy ride going there, and well, at least we made it back into the Netherlands again. But that was quite an adventure, and it was the worst weather in 40 years. So I'm planning to go back to California at some point, just to experience the nice weather. Got some friends and family living there as well, or at least my wife's family. So that was my experience in California. Sounds like it was a crazy time. Yeah, it was the worst weather in 40 years. We still have some pictures somewhere, I can't find them at the moment, of our family sitting, because we had our youngest son, or at that time our only son, with us, who was just 3 months old. So the CEO said, you're going to stay in my house instead of in the hotel, because hotel is just not really suitable for young ones. So we were staying in his house, and then at one afternoon he said, well, you know, damn the weather, we're going outside into the hot tub anyway. So there we were, sitting in the hot tub with umbrellas because it was raining. It was totally it really looked strange, and we made some pictures of that, and we still have them laying around somewhere. That was really fun, but it was strange as well. But we had a great time anyway. The biggest problem was that before we left, we actually went to the doctor and asked him, you know, how are kids going to react to that, to the time difference, because it's quite a large time difference. And he said, well, he will adapt to it immediately. That's how young kids are. He will adapt. But he didn't. He was probably really stubborn, and he stuck to the Dutch rhythm. So at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he would just go to sleep. No matter that we were just outside walking around with him in the stroller, sunny outside, he would just go to sleep. And no matter what happened, he would just stay sleeping. Until it was around 1 o'clock at night, when we were actually wanting to sleep, and he would wake up, and no matter what we did, he didn't go back to sleep anymore. So that was, well, that was interesting as well. So we were there for 5 days, 4 nights. My wife slept 2 nights. I slept 2 nights. Then the other time, we had some hours of sleep for the other days, but it wasn't really a lot. But it was fun anyway. So I'm going to transport my, I think I'm going to transport my, no, there's no shipyard here. Haha, I should have checked that before, shouldn't I? Yes, I should have. Come on.
Yay!
Oh, thanks for the follow. Young friends. Let's see, is there a shipyard on this one? Docking, repair, restock, auto dock. Nope, there's no shipyard. Probably a bummer. I have to look for another system. Well, I do need a bathroom break first, so I'll be back in, let's say, 3 minutes. I need to get my my water filled up as well, so let's make it 5 at max. Back in 5 minutes, max. So just give me a few seconds. I'll be back.
Yay!
Oh, and Fraltic, welcome to for the follow as here. Thank you for the follow. That was what I was going to say. So I'll be back in a few seconds. Let's see. Going to turn on that one. Then you won't feel like you're alone, you know, watching this. Turn off this one and turn off the microphone. Back in a few. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Turn off this. Turn on. Where is the cam? Here it is. Okay. Here we go again. So I'm going to have to find another system. How far is my thank you, Aryoung. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's that far away. Maybe I should just fly out there. Come on. Come on. You know what? Let's do it this way then. If you don't want to be selected, here. I'll select you that way. 94 light years. That's 2 jumps? Oh, 3. 3, of course. Let's see. Go back. Close these. Let's see. Are young? Yes. Having station? Yes. Have orbital? Extraction. Extraction is probably the good one. Fukurichi. Let's see, this one has 3 stations. It's got a bigger population as well. But it is linked to Densa Petraeus. So it might be that there's an Empire presence close. Let's see. First check this one. Bernoulli terminal. Francesco Bernoulli. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, has it got industrial outpost, Federation, Democracy, Extraction Refinery, import? Has it got a shipyard? It's in red, so I don't think it has one then. Probably. Man, I need to find a system that has, you know what, if we're looking for one with, we can't really find large landing pads, right? This one isn't fully discovered yet. M and M, medium, so that's an outpost, I think. If any of you knows of a system close to our young, oh, this one's got 1.7 million inhabitants. That looks like a promising prospect. Let's see. 58 light years. See, Antonelli Station. This is a large one with a large landing pad, so this one should have a shipyard. Yes, it does have a shipyard. Good. But then again, if we... what if I don't go for extraction, but go for high-tech? Can I find one that's closer? HR 1257, only 36 light years from where I need to be, and all these systems are a lot with a lot more people working or living in it. Bond Station. Oh, I've been to this one before. This is where I got one of the ships I have. So I'm just going to fly to Arjang, get my Vulture there, and then fly out to that system and see if I can do some missions there. I really want to get access to Sol at one point. The better, the sooner the better. But at the same time, I do need a nice system to work on that. But what if I go to HR 1257? It was, right? Yeah, 1257. I probably should have done that first. Fly out to HR 1257, transport my ships over there, if it's a suitable system, and then start doing missions from there. That's probably a better plan. Let's see. Galaxy map. HR. Oh, come on, here. I clicked there. Yes, HR 1257. That's actually pretty close. I might even be able to jump there in one go from here. Yes, I will. Okay. There's probably not nothing like there's no, what do you call them, rest zones around there, but I can always hunt around the nav beacon. That's what it's called, and I can do a lot of combat oriented missions, which is probably better if I want to raise my rank as well. That'll just work better. I wasn't expecting to find anything, but since we're in here, why not scan, you know? You never know what you find. Well, getting close. So I'll be transporting my ships here, and at the same time looking at missions to raise rank. I might be able to get up to 100%, because you know this is just the first rank, so it won't take many missions to get up to 100%. I might just need 2, and maybe a little more, by the way. But anyway, not a lot of missions, and I might be able to do those missions even before my Vulture and Imperial Eagle arrive here. And come to think of it, I might just sell my Eagle to get a little more credits, which I can then spend on the Vulture. So yes, I'm going to focus on combat ranking with Vulture first. Probably doing some engineering. Either it might be the next day that I'm streaming this, which will be somewhere next week. It might be next week, Monday or Tuesday, because this week I'm planning on streaming on Thursday and Friday. Thursday I'm going to stream from another game, which is called World of Warships. I really like that game as well. And then on Friday I'm planning on streaming Elite Dangerous from my main account. And I'm actually in the process of raising rank with the Federation there as well. And raising my combat ranking on that as well. Though I might have to rethink my strategy there. Because I'm using a federal gunship at the moment and it's not really going well. But I might have to get myself a further lance on that account. Got enough credits to spend, so. I like the way these high-tech systems look. Universal Cartographics. Let's see. We can sell. Yay! 803 credits. That was worth it. Not really, but hey, no problem. Shipyard. Let's get the ships here. It's only going to take 11 minutes, so no, I'm not going to be able to raise my rank up to the next rank in 11 minutes. That's just not going to work. Let's see, how did we set this one up? There wasn't anything that's I could sell it for 1.7 million. Question is if it's worth it. I'll just transfer it here. 1.7 million is not going to be a lot. See, these missions, these will of course raise my combat ranking, right? And will also raise my reputation with the Federation. Donate 12 units of coffee. Data salvage contract for a refinery. Well, what if I get this one and that one, because it's both in the same system? Are there more federal? Oh, just those two. Adria. Okay, I'll get this one and that one, because it's the same type of mission in the same type of or in the same system. Oh, and this is the same system again, but this is a non-Federation faction, so. No, let's just fly out, do that trade data mission. let's see. It should be in here, right? It's 6 point something. Yes, there we go. Launch.
Clear of the landing pad. You may leave when ready.
There we go.
All clear. Hope to see you again, Commander.
Anarchy in that system. Well, we'll have to watch out not to jump in any, unidentified signal source, because there might be some pirates lurking there.
Fuel scooping complete. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay. Incoming mission critical message. Show me, show me, show me. Ah. Here? Are they both at that point, or... No, the other one is further away. Well, let's first go there. (9A) and 7. We're going to 7 first, and then afterwards we'll go to 9. And once we've recovered both, I'll fly back, and the vulture should be waiting for us. Okay. Well, it depends on what way my vulture is outfitted now. I don't really remember, so I should probably check that and see whether or not my vulture is outfitted to do combat missions, as in missions like finding this or that pirate lord, taking him out of supercruise and then killing him for a contract. If it's outfitted in the right way, or I do have the credits to outfit it in the right way, I might not sell the Imperial Eagle, but if I need the money from the Eagle, no problem at all. It's not, that ship isn't really on my to keep list, though I do like it. Let's see, is there a signal source? Already? Nope. There are some res zones here. The Eagle is my favorite ship, but it's not really that good at anything. Yet I can't seem to bring myself to sell it. It's just such a blast to fly. I like the speed of the Imperial Eagle, and I used it to get a lot of the data I needed to, you know, the data packs that you needed some of the engineers. I'm really not doing a lot of speed here. And still nothing like a here it is. Cargo scoop deployed. Good. I probably should have started complaining a lot sooner. Then I should have gotten it a lot sooner, right? Because the moment I started complaining, it appeared right in front of my eyes. Okay. I'm not going to get the rest because that's all illegal haulage. It's no use selling it. Now, up to the 9A1. Yes, that one. Where is that located? Probably on the other side of the rings. So I'll first fly out there, make sure that we're out of reach of the planet and the rings, so we don't slow down again. And then I'll go that way. Come on, increase the speed, man. Well, we're gaining some speed now. Okay. That's a good thing. There we go. Next stop. 9th planet and the first, I think, the first moon, around that. It does take a long time, right? Doing missions like this. But, well, you have to do something to get access to your home planet. I'm going to keep the ASP on this account, by the way. I'm going to keep it because I need to have a multi-purpose ship standing by to do the missions in. You know, if I'm at the point of increasing my rank, I should have a ship that actually can do every kind of mission to gain the Naval Ascension mission. So just flying around this planet, making sure not to go into orbital cruise. And we'll see when the next thing will spawn.
Mission objective.
There it goes. That was pretty quick this time. I just decided, you know what, I am going to get these and sell them at a trade data. That's the one we need. They're moving away, by the way. I don't like these, you know, the ones that keep on moving, because it's pretty hard to actually catch them. But let's make sure we get one canister. I don't even care which one it is. As long as we have one that we can sell at the black market, it will be one of the contacts that we have on the black market. Because for some of the engineers you need to have been in contact with 5 black markets, I think it is. And if I want to get access to that engineer, which I do, then I need to make sure I actually have contact. Have been in contact with that. So, here we go. HR 1257. Here we go. Almost noon here, by the way. See, illicit cargo. Yeah, we stole 1 canister of polymers, and I'm going to sell that. Okay, ships have arrived on the station. That's good. So as soon as we arrive here, we'll deliver the missions, of course, then open the black market, sell the one stolen thing we have, then get into the Vulture and see if we still need to change the outfitting of the ship. And that will probably be it for today, since I have some other stuff to do in and around the house. As in laundry and some garden work to do. And I need to have some lunch as well, right? Good. We're docking.
Proceed to landing pad 4-1.
Turn.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing operation complete. Power down your engines. Good to have you,
Yes.
Commander.
I will. So that's one. That's two. Some credits raised. 92%. So that's 1.5% per mission. That's going to take another 6 missions to get up to 101%. And we don't really have time for that at the moment. Oh, and there's no black market here. Bummer. Bummer. So I might not even be able to get into my Vulture at the moment. Nope, because it hasn't got any cargo space. So I'll have to dump the cargo because I probably can't sell it. Let's see. Can I? Yes, I can. Good. Okay. Oh, and I have to sell the other stuff as well, of course. Let's see. Articulation motors. Sell that. Modular terminals, sell that. And where is it? Here, telemetry suite, sell that as well. Incoming message. Ah, reputation change. Good. Did I have an influence in my ranking as well? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Get into the Vulture. 2 minutes to noon. Well, might be able to do one mission, right? Well, let's first check to see whether the ship is actually fit for the duties which I'm about to have it do. I do have 2 pulse lasers, if I'm correct. Yes. Utility mounts, kill warrant scanner, shield booster, and 2 chaff launchers. Core internal. That is all good. All good. Optional internal shield generator, hull reinforcement packages, modular reinforcement packages. So no thing like an FSD interdictor, which we need for some types of missions. So let's get the 2A out. And that's probably all we need. No stored modules yet. I need to take out 1 Goliath. Nah. Not for you, man. Not for you. Only No missions at all. That's a bummer. I probably have to make sure I do have some cargo space, because some of the missions do give a very small amount of cargo as a reward, and of course I can't accept those missions at the moment. So here, let's make sure we have 4 tons of cargo, and now there will be missions, I think. Sort of, yeah. Clean out the Goliath. No, not going to do that. It doesn't look like I have any missions that this ship is built for at the moment. But I do need some fighting, so let's go to the where is it? That one, the star.
Docking clamps retracted. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
Bounty hunting at some res zones should help with Fed rank. Yeah, there's just no res zones here. So I'm going to go to the nav beacon. And just see if I can find something there. I do have a kill warrant scanner, right? Yeah, I do.
Clear the exclusion zone. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Oh, and frameshift drive interdictor. I need to put that one and the same fire group as well. Good. Or find a system in Civil War and turn in combat vouchers. And that might actually be the best plan. Especially if you can find the combat vouchers and find the missions that actually pay out millions to do the kills. But I don't really have time for that anymore in this episode. I'll probably start doing that in the next episode, which will, I think, be Monday or Tuesday next week. Tuesday is more likely, by the way. Though it might be both. I'm not sure yet. But that might be the best plan. Find a system in Civil War and turn in combat vouchers. But it might take me a very long time to actually be good enough to to hang around in a combat in a combat zone for a long time. But then again, you know, I did say earlier in this episode I wanted a challenge. So that probably will be a challenge. Type 7 transported. Otto von Klinkhammer. He's clean. But let's scan him anyway. Because, you know, you never know. Viper. Neo. Uh-oh. If Neo's here, that means Morpheus and Trinity are close by, right? He's clean. Another Viper. Serious security. He should be clean. Another Viper. Security as well. There's a lot of security here. Oh, he's in a wing? Yeah, with the other two. On his sides. Cobra. Ah, serious security as well. That's a new one. Adder. He's winged with the Type 7. ASP Scout. Well, the game seems to put pirates in an ASP Scout regularly. And it's wanted. Yay. Good. So I'll just have to kill it. And stay on its tail.
Target shields offline. Scan detected. Target destroyed.
Let's get this stuff, since we need a lot of them for engineering later on. Some of them are more rare than others, but oh, wait a second. Cargo isn't working when I've got my weapons out. Yes, that's better. So that's one. Saw some laser fire going on there, but I'm going to be too late to do anything about that. So while I'm catching this, I think I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope to see you next week when I'll be back from this account. And I will be focusing on a lot more combat missions then. If you guys want to help me in that, sure, you're always welcome to either wing up with me or just help me by giving me great tips and tricks and things like that. I'm situated in HR 1257 at the moment. If there's a combat zone or something like that nearby where I can work on my Federation rank and my combat rank right away, or at the same time, that was what I was meaning to say, that would be great. I will be working on some engineering as well, which might not be the next episode, but it might be. I'm really not sure yet. There's a lot to do in engineering. I need to get access to a lot of the different engineers first, of course, before I can even think about getting the right stuff to go to them. So for now, I think I'm done. Have a good day, all of you. Have a good week. I will be back on Thursday with a World of Warships, and on Friday with my main account on Elite Dangerous. And in my main account I will be focusing on combat as well, and probably a lot of engineering to do in that account as well. So I hope to see you there. If not, that's fine too. Make sure you check my YouTube channel. It's taking up a flight at the moment. I will be putting this episode on YouTube within a day, and I hope to see you next week or this week. Have a good day. Goodbye. And for some of you, good night.